Welcome back to the Knitting Crowd. I'm your host, Mikey. Today I'm going to show you how to do a popcorn stitch using 5 stitches in order to make it happen. I will tell you right up front that if you're too tight with this stitch, it'll drive you nuts and you may emotionally hurt yourself. So you do want to be relaxed when doing this stitch. So you're going to knit as much as you want to in order for you to be ready for your popcorn. So let's just say I'm ready for the popcorn next. Again, tension is everything. So in the next stitch, you want to go in and you want to knit. Again, be loose and give it extra slack. Now, you're not done. You don't want to slide this off, and you want to take this yarn and you want to come in between your needles in a purl format and go around the same loop as if you're purling, because you are. You then want to go back, don't slide off, go back in between the needles, and you want to knit that loop once again. You want to bring that yarn again to the front, don't slide off, and you want to purl. I can tell I'm being a little tight, so just give it a good wiggle, and then you want to knit once again. So you're doing this a total of 5 times in one loop. And when you're ready and you have them all complete, you just want to slide off. And you will see a big gap that's underneath, which is what you're looking for. So you're going to continue to knit just like you normally would until you're ready to either do it again or just ready to turn your work. Let's demonstrate one more time. In the next one, you're going to start with the knit. Do not slide off and move the yarn in front and purl. Do not slide off, move the yarn in back and knit. Do not slide off, yarn in front and purl. Do not slide off, yarn back. I'm noticing that I'm getting a little tight, so I want to just relax it a bit, and I want to knit the final one in that same loop. And once all 5 are in, you can see how they kind of group together in a set of 5. Give it a good wiggle, and then slide off the loop when you're ready. So you created that gap that's underneath, and you're going to knit the remaining of the row or until you have to do it again. So we're going to turn our work in a second and show you how to finish off the popcorn. So on the back side here, you want to start off in purl format until you run into the popcorns, and it's going to be really obvious. So I'm just going to knit until I see a popcorn happen, and the popcorns have a really big gap underneath them, so you'll see those quite easily. Again, have nice tension control, not too tight. So you can see that the next group belong to each other. They share the same base. So what you're going to do is take this needle and you're going to go through all 5 of those on the front side. And if you're too tight, good luck, Chuck. This is my 3rd take of this because I've been a little bit too tight. I love these knitting needles, but I find that they're a little bit blunt. So the sharper the needle, probably the easier it is. And also keep it towards the point here. And you want to get all 5 and not separate any plies while you're doing it. Take your time, it is not a race. Once you have collected all 5, you're just going to purl and then just bring that through, and that will take it through all 5, collecting them all together. Once they're through all 5, you're just going to wrap and then take it through. Again, tension is everything. This will take practice, so I strongly recommend that you practice this before you actually do it on a real project. At least that's what I would do for me. And then you can slide all 5, and they all belong to each other now, and you can continue to purl until you run into another popcorn. So the popcorns can exist on many stitch combinations, but 5 is a really nice number. I tried 3, it's not as obvious, but you can see there's another popcorn right here, and all 5 stitches belong to each other here. So you're just gonna glide through and collect all 5. Yarning over and put those all together. And it creates a nice puff look on the other side. So take your time, it's not a race, and then you can continue to purl until you get your heart's content. So the popcorn is all favoring the other side of the work. Okay, so when you do here, you're going to notice that that it will pop, and it may take a few rounds before you, or a few rows before you see it happen, but let's just knit the next row and see what it does. So the stitch counts are back to what they should be, and when you pull it apart, you'll see that the popcorns are popping out of the work just like this.